What's up guys, Adam Frater here, gonna show you how to use calisthenics to train your legs. But first, I wanna smash one of the biggest myths that are out there that says that you can't use body weight to build strong, powerful legs. Now the truth is, you absolutely can build strong, powerful, agile legs and leg strength using body weight, using calisthenics, but you're not gonna build that huge tree trunk sized leg that you see on a bodybuilder. That's just unrealistic. Those guys are manipulating their physiques by using methods like hypertrophy training, using extremely heavy weight and just singling out specific muscle groups for growth. That's not really the best way to train to be an athlete. That's just a way to train to gain size. So, myth busted, you're not gonna get huge tree trunk sized legs, but you can definitely be explosive, be powerful. I personally can jump, I do a lot of flips, and the majority of my leg training is just calisthenics legs combined with something called plyometrics, which is speed and jump training. But I never train weights for legs. You might think they're skinny, I really don't give a shit. The truth is my legs are strong, powerful, and I'm fast in a race. I can jump high, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to get there with this workout. Let's dive in. All right, first things first, we are going to do a circuit. I call this type of circuit a superset sandwich. Now, a superset is usually 2 exercises back to back. In my superset sandwich, I pick 2 exercises of the same muscle group, and in between the 2 sandwiches of the same muscle group, I added a different one. So for instance, because this is leg day, the first exercise is gonna be a leg exercise, the second is gonna be a core exercise, and then the third is gonna be legs. That core exercise is gonna be sandwiched between the 2 legs. And on the following circuit, we're gonna switch that and we're gonna sandwich a leg exercise between 2 core exercises. Really gonna challenge the body, get you sweating, and of course get a nice pump on your legs. So let's dive into the first circuit. All right, I'm gonna back up to make sure you can see my toes. The first movement is squats with a calf raise. So unlike your typical bodyweight squat where you just come down and come up, this one we come down, we come up onto our toes, right there, boom. Every time exploding. After a few reps, you should feel that just as much in your calves as you feel it in your legs. Now for proper movement, proper form, don't just sink your knees forward. That's number one, the most common mistake that I see when anybody does any sort of squat is they sink this way because that's easier than sinking here. It's gonna mess up your body and it's not gonna train the muscles that you wanna train. The second biggest mistake is people like to squat their chest down because, again, it makes you think you're doing a squat, but your legs really aren't bending. Keep that chest high, back, hands behind the head if it helps, all the way down, 90 degrees. Don't bounce off of your calves. You don't wanna do that. Right here, up through that calf raise, boom. After that exercise, down into the core exercise, the core portion. All right, bicycle crunches. This is a great movement because from here, we're gonna take our left knee to our right elbow, extend and switch, and start getting some momentum. And what this is gonna do is, when you bring that leg up, you're using your hip flexor, you're using your lower abs to pull that leg in. That's a movement necessary for creating that coordination to use the strength that you build in your legs. Also, it's gonna help you with running and certain things. So again, when picking the right exercises to use, these are all well thought out. This isn't just an exercise that targets your core. This is perfect to go right after those squats. After this exercise, we're gonna move into the third one. So again, just to show you the speed that you can get with these, it's not about speed, but it is about lifting your shoulders as much off the ground to really hit that core. Then we go into the third leg exercise. All right, and then we finish this circuit with squat jump 180. So squat jump 180, similar to your squat jump. Come down, don't let your knees kink in, knees nice and strong, don't sink forward, keep that chest high, squat down, explode all the way up as high as you can. You really wanna use those muscles, use the ground as resistance, and push and explode. We're gonna try to get that vertical up and that explosive strength. Because these are 180s, you are going to explode and spin. Explode and spin. All you have to do is spin 180, but what you're gonna notice is when you explode, this leg, when going this way, has to drive in an outward motion, similar to athletics in changing direction. This is gonna help you with that. So jump as high as you can and spin. As high as you can and spin. Always try to land on your toes, again, utilizing those calves. So that's your superset sandwich. You have 2 leg exercises with the core exercise in. Question, how many reps? Now, when I design my workouts, The one thing that I do as a professional is I don't say 10 reps, because 10 reps for you, 10 reps for him, 10 reps for me, and 10 reps for the next guy is gonna be completely different. You need to train to the proper intensity to challenge and to push yourself. So how many reps should you do? Well, this circuit has 5 rounds. In the first round, we're only gonna do every exercise to 50% of our max reps. So what's that mean? I don't know how many reps I can do in a squat to calf push. I'm not gonna think about counting. I'm just gonna keep doing them until I've gotten to about 50% of my max effort level. I'm gonna do the same thing for the bicycle crunches and the same thing for the squat 180s. 50% across the board. That's only the first round, that's easy. We're just warming up. Rest 60 seconds. The second round, I'm gonna do everything to 75%. The third round, I might do everything to 90%, although I don't think it's everything to 90, I have to check my notes. I'm gonna post these reps and sets below in the workout, but also be prepared, after 90%, you might see exercises listed till failure. If you see something till failure, it's pretty simple. Literally do it until you can't pick yourself up off the floor again. But what is failure? Failure is when you fail while maintaining proper form. So the minute your form fails, you fail. Don't get that part mistaken. So that's how we're gonna do this workout. You're gonna train to your specific difficulty level. Let's dive into the second circuit. All right, circuit number 2. This is another superset sandwich. Again, I came up with that term, just like to call it that, because we are gonna be sandwiching 2 core exercises around 1 leg exercise. So last time we did 2 leg exercises with a core exercise in the middle. This circuit's 3 exercises, core, legs, core. So let's dive right into it. First core exercise, on your back, left leg comes up. You engage, compress your core, hands above your head, reach to the outside of that leg, hold, back down, up, other leg, reach, hold, back down, back down. How many? 50% max effort. Again, check below to see the reps. Next exercise, we're going to that leg exercise. All right, chair step ups. So you need a chair, you need a box, you need something that you can step up on. 1 leg on top, 1 leg down. Come up on these toes. From here, if it's your right leg on the chair, it's your left arm up, alternating legs and arms. When the left leg comes up, the right arm comes up, and you stand up. Try not to fall over. It's harder to do it slow, easier to do it fast. Here, up, down. And notice when I come down, my heel isn't touching the ground. It's just my toes. I'm bouncing using the strength in that calf, and I'm gonna start to fire and pick up that speed. My left calf is gonna start to burn, while my right leg is gonna start to burn as well. So targeting each, then I'm gonna flip it, do the other leg as well. Bada boom, here. Again, opposite arms. Make sure you have the hand motion. Don't just do this like this. Your hands move with your body. So if you're trying to improve your athleticism, your coordination, this is very important here. As I pump my arms, it makes it easier for my legs to pump because my body is trained that way. Back to the core exercise. All right, these are one of my favorite core exercises. I call them rope climbers. You're on your back, your legs are up, you reach for the imaginary rope, and 1 hand over the next, you're gonna start climbing that rope while lifting your shoulders off the ground and compressing your core. And this is gonna start to get really hard and really burn in the later rounds. All right, so now we're done the circuit sections. We're gonna move into starting to burn out the muscles. Now with body weight, you can hypertrophy train. And by hypertrophy, I mean you can really pump the muscle with blood to get it to expand. So if you want larger muscles, you can do it with body weight. It's just a little bit more difficult because you have to do more volume. So the next set is gonna be a superset of 2 exercises specifically to get that hypertrophy effect. So we're gonna start off with squats. Simple body weight squats. If you wanna make this harder, squat jumps, land, jump, down. Always absorb your impact. When you've performed the amount of reps allotted for this exercise, we're gonna, with no reps, we're gonna move into just these, squat pumps. Now, the idea of these is to sit within that 10 to 20% range that is the most difficult in a squat. Up here is easy, down here is easy and bad for your knees, but right here is the tough spot. So we're just gonna contract and almost kind of bounce in this area, and you are gonna feel that start to burn out your legs. So These supersets are going to be composed of, typically I like to do maybe 12 to 15 squat jumps. You don't kill yourself with the first movement, but then you burn out and almost go until failure with these until you're grimacing and it's tough. So that's going to be burnout number one. For this next one, I'm going to add a little bit more of a dynamic movement. I would call this expert level. I'm just adding this in the video in case you want to try something different, something new, something more challenging. So we all know a split jump. These, I think they're called switchblade jumps. To be honest with you, I don't know. These names don't really ever really mean anything, but here we're going to jump, switch. So basically we do the split jump in the air and then bring our legs back. And what happens is in the air we have to contract our muscles, squeeze, and go the other way. So we're really using the sling systems of the body to pull ourselves back here and down. And again, when you're here, this leg, arms, make sure you're moving your arms with your legs. So I suggest doing about 6 to 8 reps of those. If you're new, do 1 to 2 reps, work on the form. But if you can get these down, these are one of my favorite leg training exercises for literally every sort of sport. It's for explosive power, it's for speed. You can already tell that that is an athletic movement, and that will transfer to whatever you're doing, whatever you're playing, whatever your sport is, or your physique. So I know I only did one round of each circuit just to demo the movements and to show you the structure, but I'm sweating, I'm out of breath. Granted, it's hard to talk and to explain these things at the same time, but you also might have noticed that my intensity and my speed at creating this movement is really up and really high, and that's because this is a live workout. I'm not just doing a demo, teaching you how to handstand, teaching you how to muscle. This is a workout. You need to keep that energy high. Hopefully you've caught some of that energy from me through this video and you can go apply that to your next workout. I'm feeling hyped. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. I can't wait to go train. Might have to do legs now since it's fresh in my mind. But one thing to keep in mind is I talked a lot about percentage effort levels. I'm gonna put those effort levels in the bottom description part of this post. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, make sure you check out my next video, make sure you check out my past videos. This channel is gonna be popping all calisthenics content. I got a world of information and experience from years and years of being in this sport. It's about time I shared it with you. That's what's going down. Hopefully you guys like this. Again, go smash the likes and the subscribes and all that stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Boom, peace.